Otto von Bismarck stands as a towering figure in modern European history. Known as the Iron Chancellor, Bismarck was the architect of German unification. He was a master strategist and a ruthless pragmatist. His policies and actions reshaped the political landscape of Europe. Bismarck's legacy continues to influence international relations today. Bismarck was born into a Prussian aristocratic family in 1815. He embarked on a political career that would transform Germany. Through cunning diplomacy and military prowess, he united the fragmented German states. Bismarck created a powerful German empire under Prussian leadership. This essay will explore Bismarck's life, career, and enduring impact. We will delve into his pivotal role in German unification and examine his diplomatic strategies. We will analyze his domestic policies and assess his legacy on both Germany and the international stage. Otto von Bismarck was born on April 1, 1815, in Schönhausen, Prussia. Bismarck's upbringing in a Junker family instilled in him a strong sense of Prussian tradition. He received a classical education, studying law and political science at the universities of Göttingen and Berlin. Bismarck's early career was marked by a stint in the Prussian civil service. He quickly grew disillusioned with bureaucratic life. Bismarck's true passion lay in politics. He entered the Prussian parliament in 1847 as a conservative representative. Bismarck's early political views were deeply conservative. He was a staunch monarchist and a firm believer in Prussian power. Bismarck's experiences during the revolutions of 1848 further solidified his conservative convictions. He opposed the liberal and nationalist movements sweeping across Europe. In 1862, King Wilhelm I of Prussia appointed Otto von Bismarck as minister-president. This appointment would prove to be a turning point in German history. Bismarck was a staunch believer in Prussian power. He saw an opportunity to unite the German states under Prussian leadership. At the time, Germany was a patchwork of independent states. Austria exerted significant influence over the German Confederation. Bismarck recognized that Austria posed a major obstacle to German unification. He believed that war with Austria was inevitable. Bismarck embarked on a calculated campaign to isolate Austria diplomatically. He skillfully manipulated international rivalries to Prussia's advantage. Bismarck also strengthened the Prussian army in preparation for the conflict to come. In 1866, Bismarck provoked a war with Austria over the administration of Schleswig-Holstein. The Austro-Prussian War, also known as the 7 Weeks' War, was a decisive victory for Prussia. Prussia's superior military training and tactics proved overwhelming. The Austro-Prussian War had profound consequences for German unification. Austria was decisively defeated and expelled from the German Confederation. The war also demonstrated Prussia's military might and its ambition to unite Germany. Bismarck's victory over Austria sent shockwaves through Europe. It marked a significant shift in the balance of power. Prussia emerged as the dominant force in German affairs. Bismarck had cleared a major obstacle on the path to German unification. Section 5, the Franco-Prussian War and the Birth of a Nation. Following the Austro-Prussian War, Bismarck turned his attention to France. He recognized that France posed a major threat to a unified Germany. Bismarck skillfully manipulated the embassies dispatch a diplomatic message between Prussia and France. This maneuver inflamed tensions between the two countries. In 1870, France declared war on Prussia. The Franco-Prussian War was a resounding victory for Prussia. The Prussian army, led by Helmuth von Moltke the Elder, outmaneuvered and outfought the French forces. The Franco-Prussian War culminated in the capture of Napoleon III and the siege of Paris. The war ended in a humiliating defeat for France. It also paved the way for the unification of Germany under Prussian leadership. Section 6, Bismarck's Realpolitik, Diplomacy of Pragmatism. Otto von Bismarck was a master of realpolitik, a pragmatic approach to diplomacy based on power politics and national interest. Bismarck believed that morality and ideology should be subordinate to the pursuit of state power. He was willing to use any means necessary to achieve his goals. Bismarck's realpolitik was evident in his handling of the Schleswig-Holstein crisis. He skillfully manipulated international rivalries to isolate Austria. He also demonstrated his pragmatism in his dealings with France after the Franco-Prussian War. Bismarck's realpolitik extended to his domestic policies as well. He formed alliances with different political factions. He also implemented social reforms to appease the working class. Bismarck's primary goal was to maintain stability and strengthen the German state. Section 7. Domestic policies and the Kulturkampf. After achieving German unification, Bismarck focused on consolidating the new German Empire. He implemented a series of domestic policies aimed at strengthening central authority and promoting national unity. These policies were often controversial and met with resistance from various groups. One of Bismarck's most significant domestic initiatives was the Kulturkampf, or culture struggle. This campaign targeted the Catholic Church, which Bismarck viewed as a threat to the newly unified German state. The Kulturkampf involved a series of laws aimed at curtailing the Church's influence in education and public life. The Kulturkampf proved to be a miscalculation on Bismarck's part. It alienated many Catholics in Germany and led to increased social unrest. Bismarck eventually abandoned the Kulturkampf in the 1870s, realizing that he needed the support of all Germans to maintain stability. Section 8. The legacy of Bismarck, a unified Germany. Otto von Bismarck's legacy is complex and multifaceted. He is undoubtedly one of the most significant figures in German history. Bismarck's actions transformed Germany from a fragmented collection of states into a unified and powerful nation. He left an indelible mark on both German society and the European political landscape. Bismarck's most enduring achievement was the unification of Germany. His strategic brilliance and ruthless pragmatism enabled him to overcome seemingly insurmountable obstacles. Bismarck's unification of Germany fundamentally altered the balance of power in Europe. Bismarck's legacy is not without its critics. Some argue that his methods were often authoritarian and Machiavellian. They point to his suppression of political opponents and his willingness to use war as a tool of diplomacy. Section 9. Bismarck's impact on international relations. Otto von Bismarck's impact on international relations was profound and long-lasting. His diplomatic skills and strategic vision shaped the European order for decades. Bismarck's legacy continues to influence diplomacy and international relations today. Bismarck's primary foreign policy objective after German unification was to preserve peace in Europe. He recognized that a major war could easily unravel the new European order he had helped to create. To maintain peace, Bismarck engaged in a complex system of alliances and diplomacy. Bismarck's diplomatic efforts were aimed at preventing the formation of any hostile coalitions against Germany. He skillfully played the other great powers against each other, maintaining a delicate balance of power in Europe. Section 10. Conclusion: the enduring legacy of the Iron Chancellor. Otto von Bismarck's life and career were marked by both brilliance and controversy. He was a master strategist, a ruthless pragmatist, and a towering figure in German history. Bismarck's legacy continues to be debated and analyzed by historians and political scientists today. Bismarck's achievements were remarkable. He united Germany, transforming it into a major European power. He skillfully navigated the complex web of international relations, preserving peace in Europe for several decades. Bismarck's legacy is complex and cannot be easily categorized. Bismarck's methods were often authoritarian and Machiavellian. He was a staunch believer in Prussian power and had little patience for democracy or liberalism. Bismarck's legacy serves as a reminder that great leaders are often flawed individuals. Section 11. Bibliography. Flancy, Otto. Bismarck and the Development of Germany, Volume 1. The Period of Unification, 1815 to 1871. Princeton University Press, 1990. Taylor, A.J.P.P. Bismarck. The Man and the Statesman, Penguin Books, 1969. Steinberg, Jonathan Bismarck, A Life. Oxford University Press, 2011. Crankshaw, Edward Bismarck, The Viking Press, 1981. Gall, Lothar Bismarck, The White Revolutionary, Unwin Hyman, 1986.